Hey guys, it's Meghan Tonjes. You're watching Life Size Beauty, and today we are talking about plastic surgery. The reason this has been in my mind is because I actually was sent a video from Ingrid, Miss Glamorazzi, where she talks about her scars and how she's learning to deal with kind of the insecurity that she's had about them. And then also kind of becomes this discussion about plastic surgery. And I'm going to link that below because I don't actually want to talk about the video. I think that you guys are old enough to go watch that and make your own decisions and to hopefully have constructive conversations in the comments. Because plastic surgery is a very controversial, very sensitive, and oftentimes a very personal decision. And I have some thoughts about it. I know that many of you are like, Meghan, you're all about body positivity and loving yourself and accepting your flaws, and so you must hate the evil plastic surgery. The truth is that I am not someone who thinks physical transformation or physical procedures necessarily are inherently evil. Sometimes they are very helpful for health risks and things like that. If you lose a lot of weight and you have a lot of extra skin, and sometimes that causes infections that impedes on your ability to live, to move, to be without pain, those are moments where cosmetic surgery is actually incredibly helpful. Now, on the opposite end of that, there are procedures that people do to correct something that they feel should be corrected, to physically change something that they don't feel comfortable with. I find it very hard to sit and to knock plastic surgery when the reality is that I have tattoos all over my body. Like, I have physically altered my body, permanently altered my body to reflect a vision that I have, to change it in a way that, you know, I want to see these things in the mirror. Every time I look in the mirror, they make me feel a certain way. They make me feel good about myself. They make me remember certain things. You know, this is my house. If my body is my home, then I slapped a few layers of paint on it and decorated the place that I want to spend the next 60 years to reflect something that I really want to see and something that makes me feel good. So I would be a total jerk hypocrite to say, no, you can't decorate your house the way you want to because I'm better than you and my way is right. And this is me talking to adults. This is me talking right now, and I will talk to everyone else in a minute, but like directly to people who are of age, financially can handle getting a procedure. I want you to ask yourself a lot of questions, including, you know, am I changing something about myself because I think it will make me more worthy or more lovable? Am I doing this for other people in any way, whether that's family or boys or girls or anything that I think will change because a physical feature of mine changes? Am I doing what I'm doing out of a place of love, or am I doing what I'm doing out of a place of hate? This is not judgment. These are just basic questions I think you need to ask yourself when you're doing anything in life, when you're moving, when you're getting a new job. Like, you have to ask yourself these. So when you are permanently altering your body, these are incredibly important. You need to research the procedures. You need to talk to people that have had it done. You need to research doctors. You need to be smart because surgery is so major. It comes with so many complications, so many possible side effects that maybe you're not thinking of. Not to scare anyone, but like any surgery, anytime that you are under the knife, anytime you are under anesthesia, you have to be aware that there is a risk. It's a big thing. It's a huge thing. Don't let anyone tell you that procedures are minor and easy and flippant in any kind of way. They are major. If you've done all of the emotional work, all of the psychological work, all the things leading up to that to figure out, why do I not like this about myself? Where does that come from? When did this happen? And you've done all that work, then I'm not going to knock plastic surgery. Like, if you're an adult and you know yourself and you have to make a personal choice for you. But, and now this is for the rest of you guys, if you are 14 or 15 years old and you are like, I hate the size of my chest and I hate the shape of my nose, I say this with all due respect, but you're 14 years old. I just grew into my face yesterday and I'm 28. Like, you gotta give yourself time. Your body is not even near done growing. There are things that you think are ugly now, or that you're made fun of for now, or that you just feel awkward about because this body is changing and new, that you don't know how you're gonna feel in 10 years. When I was in high school, every girl wanted like really thin arched eyebrows, right? That was the thing. Everyone like over tweezed their eyebrows, everyone being me, because they wanted this certain look that was seen as beautiful, right? And now every makeup guru that I see on the site, every like popular teenage girl has like very strong brows. Like, that's what's beautiful now, and that's changed in 10 years. So right now you feel insecure because your chest is small, but first of all, you're 14, so that's not, your body is going to change so much. And secondly, small boobs are great. All boobs are great. But like, I specifically know friends of mine who hated how small their chests were in high school, and they got like 28, 29, they're like, oh God, I love having small boobs. It's so great. I never have to wear a bra. I don't deal with any back pain. It's dope. My point being that there are things that you don't find beautiful about yourself now that you will find beautiful about yourself. Also something to think about, and this is for everyone who is ever considering plastic surgery, you have to realize that anything that you walk in with, you're walking out with. You're not going to get a procedure. You're not going to lose 70 pounds and magically all your problems are going to be solved. Everything is going to be perfect. And the way you feel about yourself, you're going to feel magical. And the boy that you want is going to love you. Like, that's just not going to happen. Any mindset that you have, any way that you pick yourself apart, any insecurity that you have, any negative thinking that you do, it's nothing physical that's going on. That's something that's mental that's going on. And that's not going to be fixed just because you get a procedure or you lose a few pounds. That's why I say doing the emotional and the mental and the psychological work is so important. You have to figure out the root of the problem, and you have to figure out why you feel a certain way and where that comes from, and hopefully solve that before you put yourself under the knife. And I can already like feel the criticisms happening in the comments. I can already feel like the backlash anytime you talk about something like this, because people are gonna be like, but you wear makeup and you bleach your hair and you whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you have a beauty channel now and you watch beauty channels, and that's the culmination of everything evil, and that's the cosmetic industry telling you what you should be and what you shouldn't be. There is that aspect to things for sure, but I also think playing and transformation, things like makeup and hair, things that aren't permanent, can be fun. It can be fun to transform yourself, and I'm not shying away from that in any way. In summary, plastic surgery is not inherently evil. Makeup is not inherently evil. Transformation is not inherently evil. We have to be willing to do the emotional work and to really push through that, and not think that just by changing one aspect of the way you look will change your entire life and your ability to be happy and to be content within your body. Decorate your home however you want to, but be smart and be safe and be at an age where you can really take responsibility for what you're doing and have enough space between all of the things that maybe happen in middle school and high school to know that your decision is based on something that you want and not what other people want. Trends come and go. What we think is beautiful comes and goes. So don't change yourself permanently for something that is not permanent. Give yourself time to grow into who you are and what you look like, and have enough strength to realize that those are two very separate things. And when I think of LifesizeBeauty and I think of this channel, like, yeah, we're gonna have fun and we're gonna do makeup and hair and unboxing, but also I wanna make a lot of stuff on this channel and all my channels that make you think about yourself differently. When I was young, I hated my nose, right? I hated pretty much everything about my face and my body. But I hated my nose because I felt like it looked like a little pig nose, and people made comments and definitely made fun of me. And now at 28, I realized, like, that's my grandma's nose. You know, so there are things that maybe you hate when you're young that you will really come to value as you get older and realize, like, it's really dope that I look like someone that I love. And oh yeah, these hips that I hated when I was a kid, they're f***ing great. Because the other day I got up and I told Keith, I was like, I just walked in the room and I was like, you know what's great? Hips. Hips are great. I'm just getting dressed some days and I'm like, oh, damn. Just the way it just goes out. It's just like, they're nice to look at. I love them. And when I was 12, 13 years old, I hated them. I had to grow into them, and I had to have other women around me that have hips that look like mine, that feel real good, to make me realize, like, hey, I look pretty dope. And that's why I hope to make videos on this channel that make you feel the way that I do about some aspects of myself that I've grown into. I want you to feel that way about yourself, and I want you to start young. I want you to start earlier than I did, because I want your future to be even better. I want you to go into college and to go into life just like feeling so secure about yourself, because I didn't have that, and I want to see that in the world. Hell yeah. Love yourself. And don't be afraid of change, but don't feel that change is necessary to be the person that you want to be. That's my official opinion. Let me know below in the comments what your opinions are about plastic surgery. Have you ever had a procedure? Are you thinking about getting a procedure? How old are you? Why do you feel that needs to happen? You don't have to answer all those. You can answer just one. I'm giving you like a psychological evaluation right now, and I'm sorry for that. But I want everything that happens down here in my particulates to be real on point, and to be really respectful, and I want us to have a conversation and not a fight. You know what I'm saying? I see that on other channels. I'm not interested in that bullshit. So Love here. Love always here. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.